Defiance is a third-person shooter MMO. It is set inside of this huge, sprawling world that covers much of the northern San Francisco Bay Area. You'll be playing simultaneously with tens of thousands of other players for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Windows computers. The game is set inside of a world about 15 years after an alien catastrophe occurred on Earth. Aliens had come. They'd meant to colonize our planet. They were really surprised to find people there. There was a period of negotiation, but eventually it descended into war. 15 years ago, their Ark ships, which orbited the planet, were sabotaged and destroyed by an unknown force. And now there's basically a new asteroid belt which circles the Earth, called the Ark Belt. You are an Ark Hunter. You are inside of the San Francisco Bay Area trying to bring law and order to a land that is no longer at war, but certainly not quite at peace. You work as an Ark Hunter. You try to get pieces of the Arks which have fallen and sell them sometimes to the highest bidder and sometimes to a higher cause. The day-to-day gameplay for an Ark Hunter is you're going to be accepting jobs and missions from people inside of the town, or possibly people acting against the town of Paradise City inside of the San Francisco area. However, sometimes an ark fall will occur. Large rocks and pieces of the arks will come crashing down, and you and the other Ark Hunters will drive out there on your quads, your ATVs basically, head out there and work inside of a large group event to try to gather as many valuable resources as you can. Well, since it is a third-person shooter, we knew that we had to get the shooter elements correct. So, for example, whenever you come into a combat area, it's not going to be a bunch of wandering mobs, but rather we can have coordinated team efforts, people using cover, using traps, setting traps for the players, and sometimes even like an alarm mechanic, like one enemy sees you and they will go and sound an alarm and summon other enemies to come and attack you, because we wanted to make this a logically sensible world as we could. We've got an astrophysicist who's helping us out to make certain that all of our science fiction and tech stuff are as accurate as possible, and yet at the same time we're trying to create as much dramatic events as we can. So while we have a skill-based shooter gameplay, you can also accept experience points inside of the game which you can use to improve your character's base abilities. Like, for example, in the demo you played today, you had fragmentation grenades and you had an ability called Blur, which speeds you up and increases your endurance. We have a variety of other abilities available, as well as the capability of improving your ability to use your primary abilities. Like, for example, I'm going to become better with assault rifles, or I think the Blur ability should do this. We also separately have parallel tracks for modifying weapons, getting better gear for that, getting better armor, picking up better grenades and shields, as well as another system, a perk-based system, to help you customize your gameplay so that it fits the style you wish to play. We're not ready to announce our plans about the beta, but a lot of people forget when they're playing the game and they've seen it on the floor that we are actually tied in with a television series with Sci-Fi. I'm on the phone with those guys every week. Lately it's been every day, as we try to make certain that as many events as possible can cross over between the game and the show.